Frank, you good?
We're good to go. We're rolling.
Okay. It is Tim Pyles, Loudspeaker. We have Sam Outlaw. Hello.
Hello, Tim.
Molly Jenson.
Hi.
It's so crazy because, I've known Molly for a long time, and
It's true.
I've only been introduced to you, in the last year. You've actually been on Loudspeaker. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
But the cool story is, the main reason I had you on is you're from Poway High School.
I am. I was. My family moved to North County, San Diego when I was 10 years old. So I went to Tierra Bonita Elementary School and Twin Peaks Middle School, lived down the street from there, and Poway High School.
Did you perform in San Diego under the name Sam Outlaw?
No, I didn't start using... So Outlaw is my mother's maiden name, for anybody who doesn't know.
Okay.
But I didn't start using that name till 2009.
Okay.
When I was still doing music as a hobby. But I think I had some kind of really bad band in high school. I don't recall the name of it, but it was awesomely bad. Actually, I was the weakest link in the band. Everybody else was pretty good. But yeah, man, I didn't use the name until much later, so...
What was the genre of that band in high school? Pop punk?
I remember. No, I know you'd think so.
Poway,
you'd think so.
come on.
I remember I was really into Britpop.
Oh,
so
cool.
I was obsessed with Radiohead and Blur.
Nice.
So I know we covered Oasis. But
Awesome.
then I also think like any other kid, I listened to the radio a lot. So I remember doing the Cake cover of what is that song they cover? At first I was afraid, I was petrified. So we would do that at parties and
Nice.
stuff. But yeah, we just did. It was just a mixed bag.
So where did you go to start this whole... Where were you? Where is Sam Outlaw based?
So I'm based in Los Angeles, as I call it, the country music capital of LA. And yeah, man, I started playing out in Long Beach. I lived in Long Beach for almost 7 years, so just south of LA, and started playing out in 2009. But again, it was kind of a hobby.
Okay.
And now I live in LA proper. I've lived there for about 5 years. And yeah, so holding it down in Los Angeles.
How do you guys connect? Where does that?
I don't know
get
who
brought
this
into
person
the story?
is actually,
We just
and I
met
think that's the
in the
confusing
alley.
thing.
It was weird.
We met on Craigslist hours ago. Molly, do you want to? You love telling
because we've
these.
done stuff on Loudspeaker before. I've known you for a few years.
Yeah.
It seems
She's
like.
the much
For
more
a
famous
lot,
San Diego.
almost a decade, I
Why
think.
isn't it Sam Outlaw and Molly Jenson?
Or if anything, it should be Molly Jenson featuring Sam Outlaw.
He is
It
a
used
sweet
to be
man.
Molly
If I wanted to
Jenson.
sell more tickets in San Diego,
Featuring
we'd
Sam
bill it
Outlaw.
as a Molly
Sweet
Jenson
man.
show.
What a great guy.
It's true.
We met through... I wish that I could say that we met in high school because we were both at Poway High at the same time, but I was much older and more
Much
distinguished.
older.
So I didn't talk to
We had
freshmen.
mutual friends.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
and
okay,
you
so
worked at a label. I
worked
worked
at a
for a
record
band.
label. I worked at a pop punk label.
Yeah,
Okay.
Out of college.
Right.
and I
and-
worked for Switchfoot.
And so she worked for the merch company that handled the merch for some of the bands that were on our label.
Oh, yeah, for
So
Noise
I would be on the
Ratchet.
phone with her talking about different back because I was the bargain employee. I ran the warehouse and I did the marketing,
at
17
you.
different hats. So I think we just put it together one day. I was like, "Oh, are you Molly Jenson from Poway?" And we figured out over the phone that we kind of not knew each other, but
Sure.
knew of each other, sort of. And
That's
and that
awesome.
was 2004.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And then you had written some demos and asked if I'd come sing on them. And so we made a couple demos. And then I was playing shows at that time.
Well, yeah.
And Sam would come and play with me. And
And I would go to her
It'd be
shows.
so
I
fun.
would go to her shows to see her sing.
Okay.
And we kind of just became friends, and we had a really good music chemistry. But it never nothing really ever came of it until years later. And I called her in 2012 to sing on some stuff I was recording. That was when I was kind of getting into it a little more seriously.
Okay.
And we've just been inseparable
I'm
ever
keeping you
since
too
then.
far apart right now.
Yeah, it's just too far.
The album Angeleno's been out for how long now?
15 months. It came out June 9th of last year. So yeah, just a click over 15 months.
And you guys have been all over the world already
Yes.
supporting this album?
multiple times.
Did I hear Iceland? Or wait,
Oh,
you said
we were-
somewhere.
That'd be awesome.
We
Sweden.
were in
Somewhere.
Sweden
Okay.
and Norway,
Scandinavia.
all over the UK. Went to Spain. I've been to Australia twice. Unfortunately, didn't bring Molly with me. But we've been all over the US as well. And my label is actually based in Canada, so we've done some festivals in Canada. So man, we've been all over.
Yeah, it's great. How do you describe your music to someone? What's the influence? Where does it all come from?
I kind of just made up this genre, and I started calling it SoCal country. And I think the simplest way to put it is it's kind of a mix of more traditional classic country, so the Bakersfield sound from
Sure.
the 50s and 60s that I'm a big fan of. But then there's also the singer-songwriter troubadour kind of thing. So Eagles and Jackson Brown, Crosby, Stills, Nash, all that good stuff that was coming out of LA in the early 70s. I grew up on Bread in America and James Taylor and all that. So that to me is as much a part of my music as Buck Owens is or Winster.
Sure. Graham Parsons.
That's right, Graham Parsons. I mean, I actually think we have a lot in common, and simply in that he was just a huge country music fan. He came to LA, he thought it was cool, even though most other people didn't.
Right.
And he tried to like hold it down and like convince everyone this is really good music.
Yeah.
You shouldn't overlook country music. So I feel like sometimes I'm almost trying to just get people to dig country more than I'm trying to get them to necessarily like me. Like I want people who think that country music stinks because of what they hear maybe on corporate radio to say, this is country music. This is cool. So, Graham Parsons is a huge influence. Emmylou Harris and George Jones were the first two country singers that really like blew my mind. So I went out right away and I bought an Emmylou Harris record.
Nice.
And then also, the pervasive, I guess, influence of Mexican music and Mexican culture in LA. It's obviously ubiquitous, and so that seeps in your blood as well. So that's why we have like mariachis on the record.
Nice.
And I think it's all in there.
Yeah, Angeleno is the record. Get it? It's awesome. You guys shared some great songs. All those are from the album?
Those are all from their record, yeah.
And what's in store for the future? What's going on? You played the Casbah. That's why we're doing this.
Played the Casbah. I'm playing Greek theater on Wednesday. I don't know if the timing on this will be all right.
Well, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Great
anyway. Theater on September 14th.
New albums?
Yeah.
Or, I know, it's
so
months,
I just wrapped up a new record.
You're
so
a new dad.
I'm a new dad, so I'm going to be a father for the next forever.
Yeah.
I just wrapped up a new record, and I'm about to, I guess, go to Europe for a whole month, which is going to be crazy.
Not me. I'll be here.
No,
she was somewhat on. Yeah, I'm taking my other Molly. It's confusing because I have two Mollys now.
There's another girl named Molly.
Literally Molly.
The voice of Palm Springs Mix 1027. No, what is it?
Mix 100.5, yeah.
100.5.
You're listening to Mix 100.5.
That's so great. And do you still perform under yourself, Molly Jenson?
No, I don't.
This is the focus.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever
I have
date?
some other things, but no.
No.
Wait, what? We never dated?
I'm just curious.
People
Molly,
do think
like
that
Mrs.
we're
Robinson, you
Molly threatens that she's
That's
going to do
true.
a Sam Outlaw cover record.
Oh, that would be my dream.
And my
That would be
nightmare.
fun.
I love
Yeah,
Sam
it's my
Outlaw
nightmare.
songs.
That would be cool. Well,
So it
I
makes
love the
sense.
friendship you guys have, and it's so cool to have known you, and then this whole thing going on, and you're bringing eyes to San Diego. I think so, and I'm not really.
There's other great country
fan,
singers
but-
in San Diego too, like Graham Nancaro's so
Yeah,
good.
Graham
Yeah,
was
I
great.
love Nancaro.
There's a lot of people, in Southern California. that
Clint
brought-
Westwood, dude. I
Yes,
was telling
you
you
told me
about
about
Clint
Clint
Westwood.
Westwood.
And now Dan Reed with his new hit, Taco Trucks on Every Corner.
Yeah,
All right,
we need
gotta
to
hear
hear
that one.
that.
You gotta hear it.
Spin
I'm
it.
serious.
Who'd play it
Yeah,
for
so
us?
to me, San Diego is a special place, and it's very much a part of this whole Southern California country thing, and it's just great that there's more people doing it.
Do you go to In Cahoots? Or what's the one? There's a country bar downtown
Wait, was it
too.
In Cahoots and Poway? Is that down now?
I don't. There's the big In Cahoots in Mission Valley.
I've heard of that.
I went to the
is
one
that
in
like is that
Poway.
like a two-step kind of place?
Yeah.
Line
People go and line
dancing,
dance.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard of it, but I haven't been there.
Okay. There's a big one downtown too.
I
guess.
know there's a
the one
couple of those
downtown?
big ones in SoCal.
Moonshine Flats.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
The
where
only
I'll
place,
be.
where I
Do they have
really
a
like.
mechanical bull?
They probably do. There's another place down the street called the Double Deuce. But there is a place in Austin, Texas that I've actually gone and enjoyed some true honky tonk. It's called, they play Chicken Shit Bingo there.
Oh, yeah.
Ginny's Little Longhorn. Great place.
I've been there.
Dale Watson plays there
Dale
all
Watson
the time.
plays there all the time. He
And-
plays Continental Club all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been to Jenny's.
Have you played Chicken Shit Bingo?
I have not. I won't go into that story. But yeah, they actually do that also at Swallows in San Juan Capistrano.
Oh, Chicken
'Cause-
Shit Bingo.
Yep, they do chicken shit bingo.
I'm going to have
and-
to edit this for
and-
radio.
Yeah,
Chicken Ship Bingo.
chicken
Just
stuff
throw that
bingo.
in every time. Chicken Ship
Chicken beep.
Bingo.
My pedal steel player plays Telecaster in a band called Freight Shakers, another great SoCal band, and they play at Swallows often, and they play on Sundays. New chicken shit bingo.
I'm making a road trip. I had
Dude,
no
it's
idea.
so fun.
I think the Casbah needs to do it. I think we need to do it tonight. Well, anyway, this is late.
get some
but
chickens.
I'm going to bring some chickens to the show at the
lunch.
Casbah.
Inevitably, they'll shit.
SamOutlaw.com. Is it
Yes.
really that
Yep,
easy?
that's it.
Seriously?
Yep.
And is there any backlash to using the name Outlaw?
Of course there is, because people, of course, assume the name is completely fake. And I think in general, if you have a name that's catchy, it's kind of a double-edged sword because, again, people will remember it easier.
Sure.
But if someone, like most, like I am, if people are somewhat cynical or in any way don't read up on me, they assume that it's a completely made-up
Right.
thing, and obviously it enrages them. But the truth is, there have been a lot of people that come forward like, yeah, I saw this guy, Sam Outlaw, his name on Facebook, and I didn't want to like him, but then I heard the record and I liked it.
Awesome.
And so that's kind of like maybe the best thing is when someone almost doesn't want to like it, but then they check it out and go, you know what, I actually dig this.
And he's such a nice guy.
And I'm not a
Molly does
total
not
jerk.
hang around with just anybody.
Percentage of the time.
Molly is in many ways when we're on tour, she helps keep me from losing my mind and from killing other people.
It's my pleasure.
You're awesome.
She's the best.
I love it. I love you guys.
Thanks, Tim.
SamOutlaw.com. Angeleno is the record.
That's right.
And what did we play tonight?
Today we played Ghost. Oh, the first song's "Love Her for a While." Well, I don't know what order you guys are going to do them. We played 3 songs. Love Her for a While, soft love song. We played a song called Ghost Town, which is about my family and my mom. And then we played a song called I'm Not Jealous, which is kind of the honky tonker.
Thank you very much.
3
Appreciate
hits.
it. That was awesome.
Thank
I can't
you.
believe it. And I'll see you at the Casbah tonight.
All
Sweet.
right.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it, man.
Yes.
Awesome.
Are you really going to do the cast one?
Fuck yeah.
Great.
Are you kidding me?
Should we all wear those like masks? So just make a big deal, like make a huge deal.
That would
of
be
it.
so funny.
Yeah, just make everyone
Do the
feel all
whole
weird.
show.
Yeah.
It's all muffled.
Who
Yeah.
are the openers? Do you know the openers?
I do know
Yes,
them.
and
So
they're great.
they're great. So the opening dude is this guy, Danny Garcia, who's a professional skater of some note. But he's got a band called Reverend Baron.
Okay.
And he's also, so he's my guitar player, but he's going to open with a few songs of his band. And then the middle guy is one of my best friends from Nashville, this guy named Cale Tyson. And he's really, really good.
Cool.
It's actually like probably one of the better bills I've ever got to play.
It's gonna be
Albert, would you mind taking a picture with my
Photo time.
camera?
Yeah.
Do it. It's Iacon. I almost more. Oh, that's kind of.